Los Ocotes is home to the Hernandez family. Baby Blanca and Panchita, Carlitos, Jose, Cecilia, Natalia, and their dad, Artemio. The Hernandez family are coffee farmers. This part of Chiapas is Mexico's most important coffee-growing region. Artemio explained how they cut down the natural vegetation and replace it with coffee bushes.
The coffee likes cool weather, humidity, plenty water, the type of soil, everything here. The coffee also likes to have double shade, to be surrounded by different tall shady trees, like bananas, for instance.
¿Qué color son cuando están maduros? Rojo.
Carlitos showed me how the beans turn red when they're ripe and ready to pick. Picking the beans by hand is hard, slow work. The whole family joins in. The coffee beans are sold abroad to bring cash into the country, so we call it a cash crop. Mexico is one of the biggest producers of coffee in the world, but small farmers like the Hernandez family don't get paid much for their beans. Once the coffee has been picked, the outer husks are removed. And the beans are raked out to dry. One problem is slash and burn. Many coffee farmers have been forced to abandon their crop because they're paid so little they simply can't make a living. The coffee and other trees are cut down and burned to clear the land. The farmers switch to another crop, usually corn. Although the land is fertile enough for a couple of years, long term, this draws the goodness out of the soil. Trees are also stripped by people collecting firewood. Homes around here don't have gas or electric cookers or any other form of heating. And just like the rainforest, outsiders are felling trees for timber. This stripping of forest is called deforestation. Artemio is convinced it's having a big effect on the local climate.
Just saying that the weather has changed. It's much warmer than it used to be. There's a lot of rain or there's very little rain. There's no regular pattern as there used to be. Y no sabemos por qué es así.
Es por el que se destruyó mucho los bosques. Sí.
Because of the destruction of the forests. And this is what can sometimes happen when it does rain. You see, because there are fewer trees to soak up the rainwater, and because their roots aren't binding the topsoil together, it creates this kind of mudslide effect. It just slides off down the mountain.
And the rainwater runs off down the bare hillsides, causing rivers and streams to burst their banks.
Sí. Entonces,
Artemio is so concerned about these problems, he's taking part in a project to try to make things better. He's switched his production to organic methods. He doesn't use chemical pesticides or fertilizers and regularly plants young trees to replace those that have been cut down. It's good for the environment and good for the Hernandez family too, as organic coffee fetches a better price. So, together with the rest of the village, they can invest in new equipment, like this coffee roaster.
So these are the finished roasted beans, looking more familiar to us.
It's an example of sustainable development.
Delicious. Muy rico.